This is a sneak peek. We're not ready for the big reveal yet, but just in case, it's happening. Water's flowing. All right, here we are on our next waterfall project here. We're gonna have a probably about 120-foot fall coming through here. We'll have a dry creek bed coming in to look like the waterfall flows all the way down this hill here. I'll be using some of this local granite. And the pond will come in kind of underneath this deck, so when you're sitting on the deck, you got a nice view in straight into the pond. Some of the fun stuff we're gonna run into on this project. There's a nice little natural boulder outcropping. There's a bunch of them up through here. But right about here is where the main fall for the start of the waterfall is going to be started. This dry creek bed up here. Dry creek bed will come down all the way to here, where then the waterfall will start there. So, all right, we're working up the hill here on this dry creek bed. Wow, pretty good. Pretty large size, some good sized boulders. All right, well, it's raining now. It's an absolute mud pit. Working off our rock pile here. I'm working up here. Got that stump out right here. This is where the fall is gonna be. Dry creek bed's pretty much done in there. All right, happy Monday. Looking pretty nasty out here today. Dry creek bed's pretty much done. Working on some boulder outcroppings back here. Yeah, dry creek bed's looking pretty nice. Matches pretty well with some of the natural outcroppings. Pretty good sized stuff. And then we ran into this guy, which is pretty much Mother Earth here. Probably gonna have to jackhammer that. We're back out here prepping this waterfall. Took out this large boulder that was here. We had to jackhammer that out. And now we're building up some structural soil, some base rock here, so that we can put our waterfall right here. The start of the fall is going to be right here. It's going to be a bog filter up here. After we took that boulder out, it left us with a big indentation, so wanted to make sure we had a structural base to build our falls off of so it doesn't settle. So we'll probably backfill this up into here with road bond and then cut out whatever we need to set the boulders with the excavator. We got our pond marked out. Time to start digging. Alright, here we are, digging out this pond. Getting our waterfall prep done up there. Alright. We're about more than a month into this project here. It's been wintry off and on. Actually, it hasn't been too bad, but the mud's been getting us a little bit. All right, we got our pond dug out. Once we get the liner in, and of course, we ran into a big ass boulder that we'll have to jackhammer out. But besides that, we're looking good. That's the best part about being the boss, is I get to take the videos. While you guys are working, we're getting it. 40 by 50. All right, liner is in. Not too bad. 40 by 50. Pretty heavy, but it went pretty smooth. All right, we're getting the pond rocked in. Got most of the way, most of the edge up here. Got our filter grid done in the bottom. Intake bay is going in over here. And we got a waterfall that'll be coming in right here. Some planting pockets. Waterfall getting dug out up here. And client just informed me that he wants it to be a 6-foot fall with a 3-foot deep pool. Wetlands up there, so I'll have a couple drops. But yeah, he wants this to be a pretty tall fall so you can see it from the house. So I gotta go down another couple feet here. All right, the intake bay is happening. Going in good. Pond's all rocked in pretty much here. Got our waterfall cornerstone set here, so that'll flow up yonder. All the jets and lighting conduits are in, and that's going good. What's not going good is this, and that sucks, but we're here. We tried to extend the height of this waterfall at the request of the client, make this catch pool a little bigger, but of course we ran into more boulders that we had already jackhammered out a boulder about that size, but we tried to go down a couple more feet and ended up hitting more boulders, so we cut those out. Didn't get down as far as we wanted to, but we got about a 6-foot fall right here and a nice catch pool there. Unholing the waterfall liner. Good. We were able to get about a 6-foot fall here, so we're happy with that. Had to put a bunch of padding down underneath there because there's a lot of rock. But here we go. Seaming some fabric. Liner's going in. Looking slick. Yep.
Go.
All right, everybody, so the pond is almost filled up here. We got about 3 more inches to go. This is our intake bay. I showed you this a little bit before. We got 3 pumps going in here, 1 for the waterfall, 1 for the filter system, and 1 just to run the jets. We have 7 jets laid out here through the pond to circulate all the water and bring it back into the intake bay here. The intake bay, we got a little shallow space. What happens here is it's going to draw all the water skimming the top of the pond and bring all the leaf debris right into this zone. And it'll just spin around right here, and so you'll be able to scoop it out with the net real easily. We put these in instead of a skimmer box in kind of heavily wooded areas. It makes it a lot easier to clean. We got our nice little island rock set over there. Just kind of a little detail that makes the pond look a little bit better. And yeah, it's looking good. All right, so we got most of our plumbing run out of the pond and stubbed out here. 2 of these pipes are going to end up running up the hill to the waterfall and the filter pump. We got our pump for the jets run into our manifold box here. So this just makes life a lot easier. I can control 4 of the jets here. I got another manifold box on that side. We can control 3 of the jets. Makes life a lot easier instead of spreading these valves out all around the pond. So that's a simple little trick you can do. All right, so we got our liner prep here for our waterfall. You can see here, I mean, more than 6 feet tall. This fall actually really wasn't going to be that high. We were just probably going to do about a 4-foot fall here. The client looked at it from the house and said he wanted a 6-foot fall. And we're probably going to still have at least a couple, 1-2 feet of water in here, not sure. So this fall will probably end up at a 5-foot fall anyways, but it'll have a nice pool here. My phone's ringing. And the problem here was that this used to be a massive boulder with a stump in it. I'll show you some videos of that in this post, but right about here is where the main fall for the start of the waterfall is going to be. So we had to jackhammer this whole boulder out, laid the liner in, and realized that we really weren't happy with it. So we had to pull the liner back out, cut a little bit more of the boulder out, lay in some horse mat, 3/4 inch rubber padding, and some screenings just to pad the liner. From when we set boulders on here, we don't want to pinch that liner in. So just a little bit of extra time makes a lot of difference some days. You know, you spend a little bit of time prepping it right, it'll save you trouble in the long run. But anyway, this is going to be a pretty amazing fall here, so check it out. Alright, first 2 boulders set. Looking pretty good. Gosh, it looks small from here. Those are pretty big. Alright. We're getting there. About halfway up this fall. It's looking pretty good. We are about to set the waterfall rock. Got some final touches here, flattening out that rock, cleaning the bottom of the fall rock. But we are up here. This is just a sneak peek, we're not done yet, in case you're wondering. Coming out pretty nice though. Nice little stream action. I like it. Don't tell them about it yet. Not bad. Not bad for what, about 5 foot boulder, maybe 6. Yeah, that's loud. Bring it on up to the wetland bog filter. A nice flow there. Get some plants in here and we'll be good to go. Oh, it's nice and peaceful up here. What's happening? Alright, it's flowing. Bridge is set. Stream is 99% done. Now last fall looks great. We got our air on. Got our, I don't know if you can see that, but the under gravel grid is flowing there. Patio's in, some steps. It'll be pretty. Pretty much wrapped up here for this stage of the project. Fortunately, we don't have our electrical yet, so we can't run the pumps, but it's looking pretty slick. Got our kind of drainage swale ravine here set, and initially we were going to run this down into the pond at the client's request, but I didn't think that was a great idea, so we stopped it into a drainage ditch here and a box, and runs out to daylight that way. But besides that, it's looking pretty sweet. Doing a little mulching and it's looking nice. Came out pretty good. We will be coming back potentially to do some patio work and boulder work up here. Had a lot of different delays, jackhammering boulders and mud and whatnot on this job. And there's only 3 of us working for the last 4 months, so it was a fun project. But the builder wants us to come back through the rest of the yard, so we'll see. This house is pretty dang cool. I really like the siding they're doing on this. Really unique house in this development that's got a lot of bigger houses, but this one really stands out. It's got a cool little, they call that the garden suite. Hangs over the pond. It's got its own little bathroom, and then the little bridge with full glass there going over the creek bed. He's got a nice little rooftop garden up there with an outdoor shower. Pretty sweet spot. Can't wait to see it done and running and planted. So check back for more.